we going to acknowledge that SMECH workers, S workers, OF girls, call girls need to be protected? Okay, they need to be protected. Why do I say this? I have a friend that's a call girl, okay? And she was telling me that she got on the phone with a man that literally confessed to her, I'm having bad thoughts about hurting my daughter. So I'd rather be on the phone with you and just let it out my system on the phone with you. So this man confesses that she, do what she do. That's her work on the phone, whatever. So she bought that young girl some time. When are we going to acknowledge that men are their true selves? No judgment. They are in their rawest form with S workers, with strippers, with call girls. Okay? They take the hit, and then men get to come into society and put their mask, their good father mask, their judge mask, their chief of police mask, the neighbor next door mask, okay? The hard worker mask, right? And play the part into society, because they get to go to the S workers and release their frustrations, talk bad about their wives, tell the truth about their sexuality, because a lot of them are down low or they are bi-curious. And the S workers are the one taking that hit. They are literally their untrained psychologist, psychiatric doctor, literally. Men, you want to know what men really think? Sit down and talk with an S worker. Sit down. She's going to tell you exactly how men are, because they are in their purest form around them. Because they know they cannot be judged, because they're paying for a service.
Hey, you heard the young lady talking about protects sex workers. Y'all know what she means, sex workers. So maybe y'all women should take a hit from sex workers. Maybe y'all should listen to sex workers. Maybe y'all should listen. Why are men are so comfortable talking to them and not you? Because y'all don't care. Y'all don't care. I remember at this situation I was telling, women like, I want you to open up. I was like telling my little situation. Bitch went to sleep. I swear to God. I swear to God. So at that point, I said I'd never say nothing else to women again. And then, but sex workers are a good form of releasing psychologists. But you getting paid for a service. Why am I protecting you getting paid for a service? You chose to be a sex worker. Nobody put you out there and told you not to do it. A lot of dudes just, I don't know, but like get with strippers. That's not my thing. Or be with strippers and they can be comfortable and talk with them. Because how you gonna judge me and you selling cat? How you gonna judge me you selling yourself? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times when they get comfortable with you, they start telling you their story. Oh, this is why I'm doing this, doing that. Sometimes in those situations, you see guys become, they trauma bond together, but at the same time, you chose to do something. You want protection for something that you chose to do. You can easily get out that situation. You know what I'm saying? So, my whole thing is they always want protection. You doing something that's against the law. They always, want to bitch and complain and cry. That's one thing about women that's a lot of dudes to figure out. They always gonna find something to complain about. You chose this route. Nobody put a gun in your head and put you on the blade. Now you complaining what come with it. Of course. Most guys go to the strip club not to, put their stuff or something for relief, because the women out here in their life, they don't care about nothing that you're going through. That's why most guys, you see this whole movement is saying that it's cheaper, it's better to be single and not deal with a woman, because guess what? The saying says your money is her money is her own money. But also a deeper saying goes, Your problems is your problems, and her problems is your problems. A lot of her time, her family problems is your problem. So if I'm taking on the weight, what am I getting in return? That's what you got to look at it. What am I getting in return? You ain't getting nothing but stress. You ain't getting nothing but issues. So most guys are smarting up, like, yeah, like it doesn't make any sense. Because nobody in your life care about what you're going through, the issues that you're going through, the problems that you having. You taking on their problems on top of your problems, on top of their family's problems. It's like, So a lot of times, a lot of guys go to those sex workers and strip clubs, not just for the sex, or just because it's a judgment free zone. And like I said before, women love to deal with men that create a judgment free zone. And if you don't have that ability as a man to create a judgment free zone for a woman, it's going to be hard for you to get the best out of a woman. It's going to be hard to vet her. You could check the channel, just put no judgment in there or whatever, or judgment into the channel with the channel name. You'll find the videos I did on a regular channel about it. So yeah, they're always going to complain about something. They chose a career path and they still complain about it. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing that you really can do about it. They're always going to get on the internet, cry about something. That's what come with it. That's what come with it, bro. Most people, most guys don't have nobody to confide with. Even if you're dealing with therapists, you see these therapists, especially these women, they get out here and they tell your business. They go on Instagram Live and tell your business. You got female therapists and they misandrous. They're fucking misandrous. Remember that black therapist? She destroyed her career and destroyed black men. Was like, oh, a black man did this, and that was her main clientele. You know how stupid you gotta be. Your main clientele is black men, and you get on here talking about how much you can't stand black men, and it's like, damn. Now you didn't. Not only have you destroyed your career, you have also, had black men say, I ain't dealing with therapy. Therapy is scam. And then you get out here with the nurses and the nurses, and they leaking girls, or leaking their friends or people they know. They leaking my chart. They leaking it out on they close friends on social media. Like, who can you trust in the medical field? These doctors taking oaths, and then they not living up to that oath. They selling you poison. They sending you to the upper room. Think about how dangerous it is out here. How dangerous it is. It's a shiesty game, bro. It's a shiesty world, bro. Y'all want to slang that cat. Y'all gotta come. Y'all gotta know what come with it. Y'all gonna try to go out there and be wise and destroy more lives. That's what y'all been doing. Y'all been loose with the goose, and then you want to get married, and then it don't work, and you try to blame the husband. Like, it's just like I said before. If women were more empathetic and actually cared, and it's really hard to find women that actually care about the guy that they with. A lot of women only care about the guy that they with because their livelihood is tied to it. If their livelihood, they don't give a fuck about you. It's nasty work. But, they always go, oh, we need to protect. I'm not going to protect no criminal. I ain't about to protect no stripper. Once you chose that life, man, that's like saying, let's protect drug dealers. Not putting my neck on the line for no fucking stripper or no fucking prostitute. Are you out your mind? Hell no, it's the same thing. Hell no, you chose that life. No, sorry, Bob. You could have, and it's just to the point where people don't want to work no more. They rather get the fast money, and the fast money don't have no security with it. Because you're not stacking it, you're not saving it, you're not, you don't have a 401k, you don't have a pension, you're not going to set up a retirement fund after that or nothing like that. They ain't going to do none of that. All they going to do is fumble the bag. So that's all I had to say, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. That's where the real channel go at, man. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.